help if I actually added myself to stage. Good morning and welcome to Dark Side Scale Modelling. Bear with me and I'll put my camera on. There I am. So today, just going to be continuing on with the book nook that I started last week. I'm only going to be on for an hour. We had a blown tyre last night, so we need to take the car to the garage to get it replaced. So, let's remove that. You remember this is where I got up to last week. Got all the lights in. Got the backgrounds on. So today is just to get a few little details on this bit. And then, obviously next week, be a bit further. So, see if we've got anyone in. Yeah, Ian's in. He says, "Good morning, Dave." Morning, Ian. Welcome in. You're the only one here so far. How's your day going so far? So right now I'm just cutting out a template for the grass that is to go on. To those sideboards. Spruce in. He says, "Hi Tiff." Hi. It's been a while. And that's something I forgot to do actually. Open up a StreamYard. If anyone would like to join me. Ian says, "Where is everyone?" Rude. I was cleaning windows, but now they look worse than before. I won't clean my windows. I live in the first floor flat and it's difficult to clean the outside. And the inside, I don't bother because Willow likes to stick her nose against the bloody window. Spruce says, "Yeah, sorry." And Ian says, "Hi, Spruce." It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you in again, Spruce. Spruce says, "Hi, Ian," and be right back. No worries. It's not mandatory for you to be here. If you need to jump out for any reason, it's not a problem. I'm not going to hold you hostage. Oh, put the music on in the background. Let me know if that's either too loud or too quiet. No? I just said today is only an hour. Unfortunately. negative. No worries. It's just a little slidey thing. It's difficult to know. I tend to keep it on about 20. Don't want it too loud or too quiet. So the only thing with this book nook, all the templates you've got to bloody cut out. Obviously, if you're part of the Bearded Veteran Creates, you'll know I've been building another one, which is currently in the cupboard, packed away. And it'll probably come out again later on. That one's coming along quite nicely. Still got quite a bit of work to do on it. But I can tell you something. The lighting on that one is so much easier than it was on this one. And then I also had another 2 book nooks delivered out yesterday, which are currently sat beside my desk in bubble wrap. Right. So this goes on to D12, which is, where is it? It'll be in this bag. Yep, there it is. I'll fold it up and hate it when you do that. So, straighten that out a bit. So it does say to glue this on, but I'm just going to use a bit of glue tack. And just glue tack it on, because I figure that's going to be a bit easier than waiting for the glue to dry. He says, what happened to yours or Sonic's car? It's Sonic's car. He says, I washed mine for the first time since last summer. It looked like a rally car, and now it looks like I swapped it for another. We were out yesterday, and with the low-lying sun in our eyes, obviously Sonic's the driver, we couldn't see a giant rock about that big in the road. We went over it, and it gave us a slow puncture, basically. So we've got the space saver on, just so we could get back, and we're going to go to the tyre garage that's in the next village over there in a bit. Well, I say, I think it's about 12:30 we booked in for, just to get that changed. And then I'll be off to visit my nana. Where's that? Just bear with me, folks. Try and get this stuck down. Jim says good morning to our gracious hostess and to all in chat. Good morning, Jim. Ian says good morning, Jim. Jim says hello, Ian, and Sprue and Glue. Go for a painting is in. He says hello. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Well, me. He says hi, Jim. Hi, David. And hi, Ian. Ian says, wow, you were lucky. You'll need to get the tracking checked again. Yeah, so he's actually, Sonic's actually booked in to get his back 2 tyres changed because they're running on the edge of being illegal. And he actually has his tracking booked in at the same time. So it's kind of on the lucky side a little bit, I guess. I have a feeling I know where Sprue went. Right, just stick that down. Go for a paint and says hi all. Nigel says morning all. Morning, Nigel. Welcome in. And James says hey there and good morning. Go for it. You say the I'll pin that link actually. Oh, can't do that on this account. There we go. The link is pinned at the top if anyone would like to join me on StreamYard. Like I said, just for an hour today, but it will be back to the normal 2 hours next week. I've decided to go for Wednesdays instead of Sundays, just because I know a lot of people, I realise, like have church and stuff like that on Sundays. So I figure this might be a better alternative. That and weekends now I tend to go and visit my nana. Help with her physio a little bit as well. And give my mum a break. Ian says good morning, go for a painting, and Nigel. Right. Now, I should be able to just use my craft knife for this, because basically this undersander here is just paper. So, let's see how this goes. I shall move the instructions so I don't accidentally cut them. Oh yeah, cuts nice and easily. I have just changed the blade as well, which does help. And it just says church. Pub more like. And he says, that's what I was thinking, Nigel. No, I know that Mr. Morris on a Sunday, he goes to church, as well as Mr. Marley. I doubt they'll be here today because I know that there's a Models for Heroes group thing today. I know they do one on a Wednesday in their Discord. And I know Mikey will not be joining us because he has no electric. He's having a new boiler fitted, if I remember right. This is actually cutting nice and easy. Not too keen on the curves, but I don't think anyone likes cutting curves. I know you can get, there's like a craft knife out there that actually is designed to cut curves. It just like it wiggles around. Probably supposed to use a pair of scissors, but who needs those? Oopsies. It's not going to be perfect, but close enough. Okay. I think probably cutting the middle out first would be best bet. And more chat to catch up on it. So, what are you guys doing for the rest of today? You say I will be going, well, me and Sonic will be going to get the tyre sorted, and then off to see my nana and mama. Graham's in. He says morning Tiff and everyone in the chat. Good morning, Graham. Welcome in. How is that beautiful new grandson of yours? I'm sure it's a grandson. How's he doing? He says, good morning, Graham. Graham says, yes, absolutely wonderful, thank you. Good to hear. Graham says, good morning, Ian. I'm going to stick a bit more blue tack on this. So it looks like I've got to put this grass up in layers. Let's put this bit into here. Put this into here. Hopefully that'll help that stick down. Oops. Right, now the curves. believe that is that. All cut out. Just get my blue tag back. They can go for scrap. And now that I've put them down, the cat will more than likely go and play with them. So, what do we need first? So I need A4 piece of wood, which isn't that one. It is in here. More bags. Just pop that one there. Move those up a little bit. Which piece are you? Need piece. I believe that one. Four. I also need a piece of blue. Is it 8 foot? Yep. I also need this free bit of water here. So, to cut that out as well. A lot of book nooks that you see don't actually do this. It's like my other one, you just build it. A little bit of gluing together. Some stickers. That's about it. This one you actually have to stick the backgrounds on. It's a bit more involved, which I don't actually mind. So this means it will take longer to build, which means more YouTube videos. I also find cutting paper very therapeutic, especially if you have to cut certain shapes and stuff out of it. I always found it very therapeutic. So this bit I'll stick on this edge here like this. Cool. So the kit came with this very tiny thing of PVA, which doesn't work very well. So I decided to go and buy a big tub of it. And I have my palette here. There we go. And I have my, yes, I know it's Citadel, but it's like a texture spreader. You can't actually tell because it's covered in spray paint. I figured that'd work as well as any normal PVA glue spreader that you'd find in a school. It seems to be doing the trick. There we go. A little bit up here. Let's make sure all the edges are have someone. Up here's the edges of the wood as well. Sprue. He says Tiff likes a big one. Shush you. Someone had to. There's no Julian and there's no Sonic. Someone had to bring the level down. Thankfully, I do, when I set up these, I say not made for children. Right, so this bit is first. It's cut a little short, but not too fussed. Right, where is it? I'll just use this to spread the glue over the rest of the wood. And this obviously has a bit of a stronger adhesion than the glue that it came with. Nigel says it's a dirty job, but someone has to do it. And Sprue has a laughing face emoji. Oh, I missed your humour, Sprue. I need more glue. Just make sure I haven't missed any spots. Nope. All good. So what I'll do is I'll line up this little cutout here. Just cover this little edge here. Oh, it's peeling up. You stare down, you. Do I have anything better to put on this? Turn it that way. So I'll have to wait for the glue to dry before I can do anything else with that. Trim, there's like a little bit over the edges, so I'll have to trim that down as well. And hopefully just sitting it that way will do. In fact, you know what? There. Right, so the next piece is and I've got a little bit of water to cut out again. So much on too much stuff on my desk, I think. I'll have to have another clean out. There it is. So that goes that way. Oh, still 7 of you watching. Thought half of you would have disappeared by now. They've been so quiet. Right, and the water goes in this top corner here. Matthew's in. He says, "Hi all, have stream on in the background whilst working." And thank you very much for watching. Means a lot. Right. So this bit here. Right. That's that one done. So what I'll do with this one is sit that there like that. Next bit. I'm supposed to combine them all together. Okay. That's actually going to have to wait. So let's see if I can stick any other bits together whilst we wait. Instructions are just covered in grass now. Okay, so what I'll do is there are some accessories, some bits that I can stick on the mirrors and stuff a bit further down the line. So I'll cut those out, and then I've got a Ziploc bag here I can put them in. So what do I need? D831. It's a tree I can cut out. And Ian says, "Hi Matthew. I think with there being only 15 minutes left, probably this bit and one other bit will probably be the last ones I do. I just do a rough cut because I need to actually cut out the full tree line. I just want some of this excess gone. So in my spare time, when I have it, I am actually working on my own intro for the videos instead of just having that countdown. I'm working on my own countdown, and then I need to start working on my own outro. see how that goes. Right. Let's have a look. Just need to find some nice sort of gothic-y type music for the countdown that's not copyright. I'm struggling to find some at the moment. Yeah, I might need to change this bird. It's not working very well. Where's me little? There we go. I think that one will be designated to separate the wooden pieces on my other book log. Let's see. It's much better. Let's do this bit in the middle here before I do anything else. Yeah, so we're hoping with it being a slow puncture, they can just fix that tyre. And then it won't be like another nearly 70 quid for a full tyre. Maybe even just get part one if need be. Oh, whilst I'm here actually, if anyone out there obviously 3D prints with filament, I want to know how you smooth it all out. Because someone has very kindly printed me off something with filament, and obviously it doesn't look quite, obviously it's not smooth. So I've heard you can like use sandpaper, heat it a little bit, which I don't really want to do. Obviously, like with fumes and stuff as well. Like obviously, I've got the cat is somewhere around here. She's probably asleep. Yeah, I don't want to sort of like gas her out with any kind of fumes. So I'm probably thinking sanding is the best way to go. But if anyone has any kind of suggestions, if they know what might be best. Right, that's that one done. Camera's having a hissy fit again. Right, that should be stuck down by now. Probably. Oh yes. In fact, I've done that bit wrong. That should be further in. Bugger. See if I can take that off and re-stick it. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's taken the blue off. Uh-oh. Don't want it to do that. Right. Let's try this again. Didn't stick it quite right. Let's try sticking that bit down. Apparently there's supposed to be quite an overlap on one side. So this side is level, the other side has overlap. Say level if it wants to go. Right. There we go. That's better. So apparently just got those comments. Bruce says, Tiff, are you good at multitasking? Yeah, sometimes. Just depends on what I'm doing, I guess. Why? So trees. Smooth. She's glad about that. Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on yourself. Lazy bugger. And Ian's replied with a laughing face. To be fair, I'll be finishing the stream in a moment. I just want to get this bit cut out, ready for the next step. Just take it off that. There we go. Spruce says, I can't. I'm busy watching you. Men can't multitask. Now that's wrong. Because you guys can talk and piss us women off at the same time. That's multitasking. So don't say you can't. Because you can. I'm going to pop this tree in this bag. That comes on, gets stuck on a bit later on. So, in fact, we've hit the hour mark. So I sent some laughing faces. I'm going to call it there. So obviously I've got to go, well, we've got to go into the car. But thank you guys for tuning in. It has been a pleasure to see you all. Graham says I can multitask. I can listen and ignore my wife at the same time. Selective hearing. Great. But yeah, I will be back Wednesday next week. Same time. It'll be the 2 hours again though. So thank you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.